And so what I want to do is to remount this block forward one hole, and in order to do that, you can see I've had to remove a little bit of material to get that hole to line up, and I'll just go ahead and bolt that in place, and then I can drill through this, and you can see there's not a lot of material there, and we're only going to actually end up with a hole here with half of a hole in the material, which is just fine. It's just an eye scratcher, so it'll hold it in place. I also need to move my hanger forward the same amount as the holes, so I'll get a dimension on that. Kind of mark that there with my caliper, and then I'll mark it with a center punch, like so. I can go ahead and mount my spring hanger in my new hole location. We'll tighten that up later. And now I'll temporarily mount this so that I can drill the forward hole. I'll just use this as a guide for my drill. So you can see that the hole's only engaged in half of the material, but it's adequate for the purpose of this. Go ahead and mount the eye scratcher up with both holes. And you can see now with the new mounting location, we're not going to have any interference with the spring as the suspension collapses. And with that, now it's just a matter of checking and finishing tightening our hardware. We'll reinstall the wheels and other items as necessary. Okay, we have the new Rasmussen Fox Rent and Coil ski shock package ready to go on the G4, and I just want to point out that this new shock is slightly shorter than the old shock, so don't be alarmed if you see this. It's designed that way. We for proper off-trail backcountry technical riding, we prefer to lift the skis just a little bit and lengthen the limiter strap so that when you're traversing a hillside, you have more control, and it makes the sled easier to balance and hold its edge. So, and the other thing I want to point out is that the springs come pre-assembled and installed and adjusted on the shock. There are two adjustments, one here and one here. We recommend that you don't play with those adjustments because it greatly affects the way that the regressive spring package works. The way they come, it's calibrated to carry the weight of the sled on its edge. as opposed to sharing the weight of the sled with two shocks. This in this package, one shock will carry the weight of the front of the sled. So we'll just go ahead and put that assembly in place. The other thing is when these shocks are installed, then we no longer need to have the sway bar in place, so we like to take that out. But actually, if you take the sway bar out, it'll make the shock installation easier as well. So and it's just a matter of installing the hardware and then pulling the sway bar out, and you're ready to go.